Story time.
So let me tell you how I almost died this weekend. Now I'm just being a little social media dramatic, but I can't tell you how many times I heard that could have been the possibility or the outcome. I am um wearing my hospital paraphernalia on these here wrists and arms, but I'm here and I'm alive and I'm here to talk about it. I will enter the clip here or somewhere. Um, because just so happened because we're trying to do this content thing, recording on camera. We'll post most of it. So story time about how I almost died. Anyway, I was actually down here in this room in my working area. You can't see because it is dark other than this one light I have on so that you can see me. Um, However, Omri was recording her content for her business and I went down there to, from the sideline, see what she was doing, make sure she had her good angles, make sure what she was doing was what she needed to do, and things like that. And so once I went down there, I saw what she was doing. She was doing a good job, and I was like, okay, I'm about to get up. Well, as I was getting up off the floor, I don't know if you can see, but we have like our older TV down here in the basement. It's either 55 or 60 inch, but we've had it for like 15 years. So that lets you know it's one of those old school flat screens, the one that you need two people to pick up, that's really, really heavy and not a smart TV, whatever. So it's on a swivel. You can't really tell. I'm sorry, y'all, but I can't turn on the light right now. But it's on a swivel mount, and I was sitting right here looking at her. Well, when I got up, I did not realize that the TV was pulled out from the wall, and I hit my head so hard that in the video, you can't see me hit it, but you can hear it. However, in the video, you do see me black out, collapse, go unconscious, whatever terminology you want to use, because apparently they're all the same. I was not unconscious long, based on the video. I hit my head and I remember the impacts. I remember hurting. I remember the pain, but then I blacked out. The next thing I remember is that I wake up to Omri saying, Mommy, are you okay? Mommy, are you okay? S'more licking me in my face. And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, S'more, stop licking me. Or S'more, get out of my face. I don't know. I said something. But before I said anything, it looked like I was not breathing. Like I did not see any movement in my body at all. Scariest thing ever to look back on, because it's different when you have nothing to refer back to and all you can say is, I don't remember. But to be able to see what happened is so overwhelming. Remind you, that was Saturday. Today's Tuesday. So on Sunday, I had a rough day, a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, like just a lot of things just did not go the way it needed to that day. I was feeling pain. I was scratching my head because Saturday is my hair wash day and I could not wash my hair. So my hair is dirty and oily. So I went like this and scratched my head, not remembering, because since when can I not rub my head? Not remembering that I have a gash on my head. It's not big. It does not need stitches, but it's just like a little, like it's like a circle from literally where I hit the tip of the TV. Like literally the tip of the TV is what went in my head. So at that point, as soon as I rubbed it, my whole head instantly started hurting all the way down my back and everything. And I instantly felt dizzy and nauseous. When I'm in that much pain, I feel nauseated. I don't throw up, but I do get nauseated. So I was like, okay, cool. Something's got to give. Like it was really bad. So that was Sunday night. Monday, the things that started this Sunday rolled over into Monday. So I didn't get much sleep because not only was I in pain, but I was dealing with my Sunday to Monday foolishness. And I was up all night trying to deal with it. So I was in pain and up. Then Monday I had to work. Monday, staring at the screen. It was hurting my head. But again, I'm a migraine sufferer for those who know. So it's not rare for me to have migraines. I have them, honestly, sometimes once a day, but in better weeks, maybe once or twice a week, maybe 3 times max. So I was like, okay, treat this like a migraine, push through, because of course you're gonna be sore. You hit your head, got a little cut. You okay? Push through. So what did I do? I pushed through because that's what I always do. I noticed that my day went by and I was having issues with my short-term memory. So I wasn't able to work efficiently. Like I felt like something was wrong. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to one of my friends, I talked to my godmom. Everybody's like, why didn't you go to the hospital? You could have a concussion. That is not nothing to play with. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I ain't got no concussion. I ain't going to no hospital. Monday night. So last night, it's like 9 o'clock. I'm on the phone with my best friend and Omri. We on 3-way, you know, Omri in the same house. We on FaceTime together. And the pain is excruciating. And it started from me showing her what I did on Sunday to bring the pain. Why did I do that? I'm not really sure. I was just demonstrating and ended up doing it. Again, subconscious, not really realizing the pain that I'm truly in because I have a very high pain tolerance. So I do it and instantly the pain again is so unbearable. It's worse than the night before, to the point that I'm about to cry. So they like ice, heat, like trying to come up with every solution. And Omri's like, Mommy, I think we need to go to the hospital. I was like, no, instead I'm gonna call the little 24-hour doctor line, nurse line, whatever it's called. And yeah, let them tell me what I need to do, ask them what kind of pain medicine I can take, whatever. So I called. It took them about 30 minutes to call me back. Well, I set up the call and they called me 30 minutes later. And the nurse or doctor starts yelling at me once I tell her what happens. You should have been at the hospital on Saturday. You have a concussion. This is serious. Why would you not take this serious? Why wouldn't you take care of yourself? And normally, first of all, don't yell at me, but I could tell that her yell was out of concern and she don't even know me. She's like, you need to go to the emergency room now. I said, well, ma'am, it's just me and my daughter. I don't have anybody to watch her right now. It's late, so I can't. But I was like, the main reason why I needed to ask you was, is it that serious? Number one. Number two, what can I take? And she was like, you can take like a Tylenol, ibuprofen. I was like, that's not gonna work. So I was like, can I take my migraine medicine? She said, yes, as long as it's not a narcotic. I'm like, okay, cool. Or opioid. Which one she said? I don't know. Somebody said both of them to me in the past 24 hours. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then when I take my daughter to school in the morning, I'll go to the hospital. So she was like, I don't agree with that decision, but I mean, can you ask the neighbor if she can stay with them? No, I cannot. I don't know them. I'm not leaving my child with no neighbor. She was like, well, I'm letting you know I don't agree with this decision, but I also understand if you don't have anyone to watch your daughter, but go ahead and take some pain medicine and relax. But if things get worse, you need to find a way to go to the hospital. I say, okay. I say, thank you. We hang up. Fast forward to today. Hang around because I'm going to show you guys that video because knowing me, I probably don't know how to put it up there, there, and there. So it's probably going to be at the end. So stick around. So today I went to the emergency room after I took Omri to school and I got there. Okay. So it's 2 weeks later and I'm just now getting back to recording the rest of this video. I ran out of storage the last time I was recording. So I never actually finished recording what I was saying. And I was scrolling through my phone and I came across the video and I'm like, shoot, I was in the middle of a story time. And so I'm in the car waiting on Omri to come out of practice. She just went in, so I got time. Anyway, that day, because now it's been 2 weeks, that day I went to the hospital. Same kind of response from them that I was getting from the doctor on the phone. This happened Saturday. Why are you just now coming in? We need to do blood work. We need to do, y'all, this is the concussion, okay? Because like I tell you, my words are just all over the place. But anyway, we need to do blood work. We need to do, you're going to need some IV medicine. You're going to need some fluids. We need to do a CT scan. Oh, because we need to do a CT scan, we can't give you any medicine. Remind you, I'm in excruciating pain, okay? So I get there probably about 8:15. Maybe earlier. It's 8:15. So they check me in. I'm sitting there. They call me to the back. They take my blood pressure. My blood pressure's a little up, but of course it is from the pain. Then after they take my blood pressure, they take my temperature. It's fine. They take some notes of just about what happened or whatever. And then they're like, yeah, this is pretty bad. It's definitely a concussion. However, you could have a brain bleed. And with a brain bleed, it would require surgery. So I'm like, I ain't having no surgery, so whatever. Because y'all know I'm rebellious, so surgery wasn't part of my plan. So anyway, y'all can't breathe. My allergies hit my butt, my head hurting. All right, so anyway, after they take their notes or whatever, they send me back out to sit in the lobby. I'm sitting in the lobby, I'm waiting. Like when I say waiting, like 3 hours go by. Then the guy calls me, he's like, hey, did you do the urine in a cup? And I'm like, no, they didn't tell me to. He was like, yeah, I need you to do that before I give you this medicine and before we do the CT scan because we need to make sure you're not pregnant. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So do it, come back to him. He's like, so I was going to go ahead and start your IV and give you a medicine, but they let me know that I can't do that without having the results of your pregnancy test, as well as before you take the CT scan, we can't give you anything because they need to see everything, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm irritated at this point, but I'm like, whatever. He was like, don't worry. I know you've been sitting here a while. Thank you for your patience, but I let them know that you're ready in CT so that they can come grab you and we can hurry up and give you some pain medicine. Sorry, it was something in my eye. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I sit back down. At this point, it's like 11 and I'm still sitting there, and 12:30 rolls around. I'm still sitting there, and then he comes up to me and he was like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's taking so long too. I'm about to reach out to them again. I'm like, okay, cool. So shortly after, finally somebody comes to get me and they take me into the back. They take me to do CT scan. They're like, we've been waiting on you. We were trying to figure out what was taking them so long to release you to us because we need to get the CT done. You've been here all day and this isn't good. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in so much pain. I'm tired and all the things that I'm like, I can't do it today. I'm just like, I can't. So I'm like, whatever. I let them do the CT scan. When they lay me back, I get dizzy and instantly nauseous, like, because I had to lay flat on this like bed. Then they it felt like I had my eyes closed because I'm also a wee bit claustrophobic. So when they were putting me into this little circle thing, I was like, I'm just close my eyes that way I don't start freaking out. So when I get in there, I instantly feel like I'm spinning. Now, I don't know if I'm actually like moving or if it's because the thing around me is moving, taking the pictures, but nonetheless, my body feels like I'm moving. So my head starts hurting even worse. I get dizzy from laying flat, and then I start getting nauseous because of the dizziness and because of the pain. Finally, it's over. I get up, I go back, and they're like, yeah, you can sit out here and wait again. So I'm back in the waiting room again. So at this point, I haven't seen the doctor. I just keep getting pulled in by different like techs to do different stuff. So I'm like, okay. So I get up And they're like, you can just wait right here in the hallway, because now the emergency room is so packed that it's people, every seat is full in the emergency room, every seat in the hallway is full except one. So I sat there, and then people are standing up by the front door. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. So as I'm sitting there, I hear them calling my name. Well, they calling my name from the other end of the hallway. Remind you, I'm dizzy, I don't feel good, whatever. So I start walking in that direction. They're like, oh no, you can come back this way with me. So a group of people get up, and I don't know where they went, but the person is like, you can sit down here with me. And like this blank, like where the group of people that got up, where they went, they told me to go sit. So I'm like, okay. Remind you, still in the hallway of the emergency room because it's overcrowded. Turns out this is the doctor. And he's like, yeah, he's, you know, going over everything. He's like, follow my finger. All right, pull my hand. All right, let me feel your leg. Da, 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 da. So he was like, yeah, I pulled you over this way because we're really crowded. And, you know, thank you for your patience. But, you know, I didn't want you to have to wait anymore. So I just came out here to do your quick evaluation. And then he starts like pushing my head. And I'm like, ow. He's like, yeah. So, you know, your CT scan doesn't show any brain bleeds, but you do have a concussion. I'm like, okay. So he's like, so just sit tight because we're going to get you some medicine. And we know you've been waiting, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, we're going to get to you. We're really crowded, whatever, whatever. So I low-key get annoyed because I'm like, did you just come do an evaluation on me in the middle of the hallway? Remind you, in that moment I didn't realize because I was so irritated, I was in so much pain. But later on I realized, I told you I have a concussion. I told you there was blood in my head. So that also means it is the same day, but I'm at home in the bed. And I just said, you know what? I have to finish this video. They ended up putting me on IV. They gave me this special concoction that was supposed to be for pain, to help take the pain away. And the special concoction turned out to be something that does not work for me, which is Tylenol and ibuprofen mixed together at a whatever dosage put through an IV. To them, that's a special concoction that should help anyone with pain. But because I am a severe migraine sufferer, that is something that has not ever worked for me. And so I say that to say they put that in my IV and they came back like, how are you feeling? The pain should be so much better. I know you're feeling great. And I was just like, no, actually, I'm still in pain. Should I be feeling it yet? They're like, yeah, it's in IV. It should be almost instant. Da, da, da. And I'm like, well, no, I'm in severe pain still. Took my blood pressure. My blood pressure was still high. And they were like, okay. And I was like, yeah, so instead of y'all giving me the fancy names, y'all should have just said it's Tylenol and ibuprofen. I would have told y'all, don't even bother, because that doesn't work for me. I have a very, very high pain tolerance. So, as I promised, I will insert the video here that Amr captured of me getting a concussion. Turn up your volume if you want to hear the impact, and then tune your eyes in to see me actually black out. It was very brief, but apparently blacking out even just for a second is too much. And I didn't know. I thought it was just basic stuff. So anyways, nonetheless, that is the story of how I almost died. Maybe 3 weekends ago now. Hopefully there will be more story times, just hopefully none this life altering. I am still, actually before I drop the video, I am still dealing with the headaches. I am still dealing with some of the blurred vision, the brain fog. If I do too much, the dizziness and the nausea still comes. I am always extremely exhausted, which, I mean, the way I go, the lack of sleep that I get and all of that plays a part, but it has changed to a whole nother extent. So it has not been fun. Nonetheless, again, turn up your volume to hear the impact, open your eyes to see me black out. And I'm going to bed knowing that I finally finished this video. Good night, and you all have a wonderful day. Stay tuned.
Ooh, sure. I don't know. Is my hair bleeding? Get up.
More, move.
Where'd you hit it? Mm-mm. Small move. Mm. Got that on camera, dude. Bless you. No.
Is it red?
Yes, a little bit.
It's not bleeding though. I feel like it knocked me out.
Did you hit the corner of the TV?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh. Your face definitely red. Your eyes are deeply open. You're like, are you putting pressure on it? Good. But it does. You go get an ice pack. I'm trying to see if there's blood.
Mm.
Like, do you think if you over there thinking you're bleeding and stuff, you might have a concussion? Do I need to call 911? Do I? Good. Good. Come on, let's get up. Ow.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Okay.
Go in case.
Ooh. Wow, that hurt. Take your hair out the ponytail. Because all I heard was a boom, and then you were like this, and I was